Hi there, welcome to the Noah Presgrove case. Right now we've got a focused video to do with a specific theme, and it's kind of in response to Justin Roy, because I just wanted to give my thoughts on the matter. I may have done a video like this in the past, but it was quite full on. This time around, a little bit shorter, more focused. This is to do with the theme and ongoing discussions of, it's hard to believe that Noah Presgrove would walk away from the party, just walk off. Furthermore, even more strange and hard to believe that it would be because he didn't get to sleep in one of the girls' beds when it came to Saturday night, Noah was quite okay sleeping on the hard floor. What changed in between? So, to put things in perspective, first of all, the question, is it normal for Noah to wander off? Whether that be away from the property or on site of the property, but away from everybody else, you know, for a bit of time out to cool off. And based off what Jasmine Milan stated November 3rd, 2023 on Facebook, a follow-up post captioned with the Snapchat original post where she said they weren't anticipating what would happen next, as in him not returning back and then the news of the death later. And furthermore, Jasmine did say when Noah wandered off, it was a normal thing to happen. He's done it before. It was very vague. I didn't quite understand at the time. Did she mean Noah wandered off days before? Did he normally do it past parties, weeks before, months, years ago? What's the deal there? Well, it just so happens, as time went on, June 2024, that private interview with Caden Pressey and the police where Caden said it was normal for Noah to wander off, especially when he got drunk, he would walk away to cool down, and he's done it quite often. He's done it in the past as well. Because Jasmine Milan originally said it was normal, not everybody believed her. But then when Caden Pressey says the same exact thing, do people believe him? Because if people believe what Caden says, then what Jasmine says to an extent would be true too, because it's consistent between both of them, as in Noah walks away. But the next question would be, does he walk away from the house literally and completely? I guess it all comes down to the environment you're in, because I'm sure not every party or hangout that took place in the past occurred at that party house. Maybe in the past it could have been in a park, in a car park, at someone else's house, but there was a neighbourhood nearby. I'm not an expert, okay? I don't know all the parties back then, but yes, when you do take it into mind, this specific party in the area it's at, very rural, it is a lot harder to think that Noah could just casually walk off and away from the house, the property, and leave items behind. But maybe it makes sense to leave items behind if you're not going that far and you intend on returning back. And that's what Noah may have attempted or was going to do so, but never got the chance to do that because he crossed paths with some unexpected individual or group. And it may have occurred all on site at the property area. As for the order of how things go, if by some minuscule chance Noah did walk off down the highway, the only reason why I could think that would happen would be a last-ditch attempt. If all other means failed earlier on, that was his last chance. Last chance of what exactly? Being able to go home. Now, I can't remember the times exact, but was it from 7-something p.m. to 10-something p.m. Noah wanted to go back home. So he wasn't there at the party for that long, only for a few hours or so, 3-4 hours, and then he already wanted to go back and no one would give him a lift. So first of all, you reach out to people, you get denied, and then what? Side-by-side accident? Could it have been more so, I'm going to get into that side-by-side to get back home, because no one will give me a lift. I haven't got my own vehicle, so I'll use somebody else's. We'll never know ultimately, because it rolled over. If it didn't roll over, you could ask yourself, where would it have gone? Would it have gone on the highway? And how far down? So, because that plan failed, or went wrong, regardless of the motive, it meant Noah couldn't continue, maybe. He's like, oh, this didn't work, that didn't work, possibly. Of course, if you saw video footage and if Noah was laughing and smiling, it could change everything. He was okay in the moment, but we don't have that. So I'm just basing it off attempts made to possibly leave earlier. And with each chance not working out, then the final last ditch method, the most desperate act would be to walk back yourself. And it just doesn't seem practical. Would Noah even consider doing something like that? Just because that shoes were put on, if it was by him himself, if you're putting shoes on, maybe you intend on going for a longer walk than what you may have done previously, such as leaving the party house property. Who knows? It depends if when Noah has walked away in the past, if he put shoes on there, that would be another pattern and theme you'd have to look out for. But anyway, the next part, the main question was, it's hard to believe that Noah would just walk away, whether that be walk away from the property or just walk away from the house and hang around outside in the dark to cool off. Why would he get so mad over that? Well, do we actually have any proof or evidence where it shows him physically or psychologically mad, upset, angry? Is there any audio of that to look at his tone of voice and body language? Because I've not seen it myself. Could he have been mildly frustrated? Possibly. He didn't get what he wanted at the time. And with everything else going wrong beforehand, maybe he just wanted to finally say, you know what? This hasn't worked. I can't go back home to the comfort of my own bed. So this bed will have to do. It depends, you know, it's just like a scenario. And because he was supposedly turned down, and with Jack also highlighting in an interview that Noah supposedly tried reaching out to Logan in her bed and that didn't work. Obviously Noah couldn't sleep in any bed. So if he was drunk at the time still, and he reacts just a little bit different to when one is drunk, walking away, maybe understandable, as in just to take a break, but never getting the chance to return because he got caught up in something or with people. And ultimately, at the end of the day, just to separate it as an isolated event, just so people are aware, I don't think that if an isolated event, such as being rejected when it comes to wanting to sleep in one of the girls' beds, if that was the only thing to have happened, I don't think Noah would have walked off or cooled off. It might have not bothered him whatsoever. But the way I see the bedroom event is kind of like the final straw. So anything else that's happened beforehand, it's built up to this moment where this one minuscule event drives the person over the edge to whatever extent. A build-up of something along the way, and it can apply in general, a build-up of energy, a build-up of rage, a build-up of nerves. It can boil over, it can get to the point where you can't hold it within anymore and you've got to release it or you've got to react in some way, whether that be fight or flight. You stand, you confront the issue or whatever it is, or you run away, but not always run away, maybe a tactical retreat, such as cool off. Once again, you can get in life where a person could react very badly to one negative word, and 9 times out of 10 other times it probably wouldn't make them react a certain way that badly. But if other stuff's ongoing in the moment or has done earlier on in the day, that build up, all it takes is just one little thing, one more thing to go wrong, and it can make people snap, or it can make people break down, it can make people change temporarily or long term. It happens. And if we were able to find examples of Noah being frustrated earlier on or upset, things like that, and it finally got to a point where he had enough, then that's probably why he walked away. But if all that did take place, would he have left to try and get back home himself and walk? Maybe not, unless he felt he was in danger as well. So he had to distance himself, but we don't know for sure if he felt in danger or not. You can theorize it, but I don't think we've seen any proof or evidence. I mean, out of the party footage, what we've seen, or what I've seen, Noah seemed fairly happy and left at times. Didn't seem too concerned or scared there, but who knows if there's any additional footage which shows Noah in a different light. As for the rollover, Caden didn't say too much about how Noah was, besides the injury. Whether Noah was laughing or upset. I think maybe from a different perspective, he was talking about like the opposition may have said that Noah was laughing or the guys were laughing. If that was the case, then maybe it wasn't as deep as you think. And if certain things aren't as deep as you think and that has a knock-on effect, it's not that deep, it's not that big of a deal. I can understand why people would think the bedroom situation, it's not that big of a deal for Noah to end up walking away completely. But still, I think there's just tiny little details along the way and factors. This final one could have made him think, oh, I've had enough. I'm going to cool down. And then return back like nothing went wrong. Nothing happened, but didn't get the chance to. It is important though to acknowledge, and I've not seen enough people question it, so hopefully Justin Roy sees this. Like how Justin said, Noah was quite okay sleeping on the hard floor on the Saturday. But when it came to Monday morning, oh, he wanted the bed then. Maybe things change in between, feeling uncomfortable, the side-by-side, any injuries, any discomfort, needing to rest, a proper sleep, not on a hard surface, maybe. But the other factor is, on the sideline, whilst you can question, right, Noah's okay sleeping on the floor here, but on a different day, he's not. What changes? What you should be asking yourself is, why the hell is Logan Jernigan, who supposedly lived there at the time, who had her own bedroom with a bed, decided to sleep on the cold, hard floor next to Noah? What's that all about? Why do you sacrifice your own living space, your own bedroom, for the sake of being on the floor close to another person? Or is that because one or the other or both wanted to be close together, but it had to be done in a discreet way? I wonder. I know Robin Smith, Ashley Chadwick have made references that Noah and Logan engaged in more than kissing or something. Who knows? I don't know how they know, or if there's any evidence of it, but it's just another like little eyebrow raiser. And for those that may be wondering, why didn't Avery let Noah into the bed? Well, supposedly, along the lines roughly, Avery didn't want Noah to get into the bed because she felt that something may have been going on or had with Logan and Noah. And I guess Avery didn't want to be a third wheel or like a rebound on the side, which is fair enough. But yeah, I just wanted to put it out there. It's only a short video, this. Hopefully it made sense. And if Justin watches or anybody else, you can leave a comment down below. I'll try and get another video out later, if possible. I'll see you whenever that comes about. Goodbye for now.